And we're recording.
For my final project, I'll be creating a music video that incorporates the theme of dreams. From researching dream theory, I discovered that people who often dream of dead loved ones usually means they haven't accepted or come to terms with their passing. So I've decided to base my music video off of this. So it's going to be a narrative structured music video about a young girl whose boyfriend has passed away. She then keeps going out and she keeps seeing him, and she basically gets told that it's because she hasn't accepted it. She's dreaming of him, she's seeing him still about. So yeah, this is linking to the idea that she's not over his death. And I'll be creating my music video to the song Insomnia by Harry Gardner. Harry Gardner is 19. He does pop kind of music, so this song's a bit more slower. The lyrics basically are about losing someone and not being able to sleep without them, so it's kind of relating to dreams in that sense and stuff like that. I did some market research so I could understand what my audience would be. I asked on Instagram because a lot of people that know Harry, his Instagram, to see what their opinions were. And I also made a questionnaire on a website called Typeform, and I sent that around to people, shared it on Facebook to get answers back. And then my results were that a lot of people were 19 years old, mainly females that were interested in his kind of music. A lot of people said they liked the brief, and yeah. So the ethnicity I got was Western. I put working class as a class status because a lot of them were students or apprentices, and just so yeah. And then I asked what kind of hobbies they had, and they like listening to music, hanging out with their mates, and then I can incorporate this into my music video so they can relate to it. Because it's involves romance, I decided to research into romance. So the genre, they usually make flashbacks of the past and stuff, so I'm going to add a few of that so you can get the idea that it's romantic. I'm also going to use focus on cinematography, so I'm going to use less editing skills, because then it's mainly based on the reality rather than editing it to create something different. And then I'm going to use some props that convey romance, flowers, phones, cars, just romantic things. My influences and styles were A$AP Rocky's LSD music video. He uses a lot of close-ups, which is what I want to try with my cinematography. And he uses bright lights to show that it's pop and stuff. And rudimental these days music videos, they use about a couple breaking up, and just shows moments of their life and montages. And the film Someone Great, there's a scene where she's staring out the car, and she sees her and her boyfriend along the street, she's looking at them from her perspective. So I want to try and recreate that kind of scene. So my roles and responsibilities, I'm going to be try cinematography. I usually do editing, so I want to try cinematography. And I also, if I was to go down the career path, I would like to go with cinematography. I'm going to try and show intimacy throughout my shots. So I'm going to have head-to-head shots. A shot is called a push and arc shot. So I'm going to get all of my characters at eye level to represent their together, their intimacy. I'm also going to try tracking shots, and I've looked at Roger Deakins, and he does a lot of tracking shots in Skyfall and stuff like that. So I'm going to attempt some of his things. My equipment plan, I'm hiring some equipment from Camera Works, the online place. So I've got like my own camera and like SD cards and stuff, but I'm going to hire like a mic and stuff like that, because at the beginning of my music video I'm going to like start it off like with a bit of dialogue so they can understand like what's going on a bit. And this is like my production schedule, so I'm going to hopefully have it, like all of my filming done by the 13th of May. Like I want to film over like 3 days, so I want to go to like Brighton Beach and like Southend, London, and just like get different scenes. Yeah, so any questions?
Have you got an actor or actors?
Yes, I do.
Are they students or are they people with acting experience?
Well, my friend does like a acting club thing, so she can act. But yeah, they're both 19, so like my target audience is 19, so they'll be able to relate to the actors then.
In terms of you mentioned that there's going to be some lines of dialogue before it goes into the music video. What led you to that scene?
I was watching, I think it was a Green Day video,
Okay.
and they had her partner went to the war, and beforehand they were chatting about how like, oh, nothing's going to separate us, and I think it like created a lot more tension and intimacy. So I kind of want to try that before, so they can understand like how close the characters were, and then understand like the like loss of the relationship and her like getting these dreams of him, and why it's more of a big deal.
And I saw your schedule came up, but I didn't have time to. So when are you actually planning to start shooting?
The 10th of May, the Friday the 10th of May.
In terms of visuals, you mentioned Roger Deakins as an inspiration in terms of the cinematography decisions, in terms of the grade and in terms of the overall look of it. Is there a close parallel? Is there something where you go, oh, it's going to look a bit like?
Well, I liked the, in the Skyfall where they did that tracking, that long tracking shot. I want to do some like literally probably like the same kind of thing, like a long no cut tracking as she's going down the street and like seeing like her past like love and everything. And I also want to try like editing skills from he does like rap videos, cause he's called like Lyrical Lemonade, and he makes different effects and stuff on it. So I want to try some like visuals of that and stuff. Yeah.
Well, thanks very much for that, folks. You're free to head off if you wish to head off. You're free to continue to use the classroom to work if you wish to.
I don't even know how to sign up to that. Oh, there we go.
Yeah, remove the other one if you don't mind. Yeah,
Oh, yeah.